Once upon a time, there was a little girl who always wore a little Red Riding Hood, who lived in a small town near 5 miles of woods. One November day, the little girl and her mom made homemade wine and muffins. Little Red's mother asked her to bring some muffins and wine to her poor, old, sick granny who lived in the middle of the woods. As she packed the basket, she told her daughter not to stray from the path and not to talk to strangers. "Oh, Mom, don't worry. I'm not 5 years old anymore. You don't have to worry about a thing. I'll be back before the sun comes," Little Red Riding Hood assured her mom. "Okay then, run along now." With that, the little girl raced out the door. Little Red Riding Hood was skipping down a dirt path in the middle of the woods when a man approached her. He wasn't too old, about 35 years of age. He was tall and slender. "Good day, young one," said the man with a smile. "Good day to you also," the little girl replied. She loved when people were kind and well-mannered. The truth was, he wasn't well-mannered or kind. He was actually a wanted thief. He was being searched for all over the country, but the searches were hopeless. No one knew what he looked like. Little Red Riding Hood thought he was just out for a stroll, but he wasn't. He was looking for the most valuable object to steal and sell. Last time, he sold the golden ring for the price of 10. "Where are your parents, young one?" the man asked. "Oh, I'm on my own. I'm going to my granny's house to give her some muffins and wine," the girl replied cheerfully. The thief froze. "That is so nice. Now, I was wondering, you don't have any goblets for the wine. How is your dear old granny going to drink it?" "Oh, that's easy. Granny has many goblets. They're beautiful, encrusted with rubies, made of gold. Oh, they're quite marvelous," Little Red Riding Hood replied dreamily. "Oh, well, that's quite nice," the man grinned. What he said was true. In fact, it wasn't quite nice. It was spectacular, amazing, marvelous. The little girl had just led him to a pot of gold. If he could get his hands on those goblets, he could see himself bathing in money. He only needed to know one thing. "Where does your granny live?" he asked mischievously. "I could probably show you a faster way there." "Really? That would be great. Her house is in the big oak trees, near the pond. Can you show me a faster way of getting there?" she asked, clearly intrigued. "Oh, sure. Just to the left right here. Once you see a big pine tree, turn right. It'll get you there quickly." "Thank you, kind sir," she explained. With that, she bounced away. Perfect. The little girl was gone, and she had shown him to the path of the golden goblets. She told her that the path she was going on was the fastest, but in fact, it was the slowest. Now, he had time. He followed the girl's direction, and certainly, he got to a small cottage. He drew his dagger and opened the door. An old lady appeared, and she looked absolutely surprised. "Hello, Granny." "Ah!" the old lady screamed. "I just wanted to steal all of your valuable possessions," he solemnly told the lady. "You won't get away with this," she quivered. "Oh, I will," he assured her. And with that, he stabbed the annoying, worthless lady, and before the blood started coming, he shoved her dying body into the closet. He opened up the sack from his pack and started by closing the door and handing it to the kitchen. The thief opened up all the cabinets and opened his sack and dumped all the goblets into it. Next, he was heading up the stairs when he glanced out the window and saw the little girl with the red hood coming up the path. "Oh no," he thought, "I'll just have to pretend to be Granny." So, he raced silently up the stairs. When Little Red came in, she yelled into the house. "Granny, I brought you some muffins and wine to eat." In his most frail, high-pitched granny voice, the thief squeaked, "Don't come upstairs, dearie. I'm very sick." "Oh, sure, Granny. I'll just put these on the table. Thanks, dear." "Granny, what loud voice you have. The better to talk to you with." "What deep voice you have. The better for you to hear me with." "Oh, Granny, you sound like a man." "The better to tell you that your granny is dead and I killed her." With that, the man ran down the stairs to confront Little Red with his dagger. Goodbye," Little Red Riding Hood quivered and ran away as fast as she could. Pretty fast. "Hey, come back," the man complained. "You will not tell anyone about me or this, or I will hunt you down and personally kill you," he screamed after the girl. Later that day, no one disturbed him, so he assumed the girl had taken his word. After he had stolen all the interesting and expensive stuff Granny had possessed, he left that house for good, and that man was never seen again. And for the little girl, she vowed never to talk to strangers again, or stray from the path, as bad things can happen. The end.